Yeah, there's some assholes on the internet there.
Assholes on the internet.
My favorite.
Yeah, it's what I look up on Pornhub.
Wait, it's not doing anything.
Just look up buttholes. I wonder if it's just audio and they can just hear me say butthole.
Look up buttholes. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, just look up buttholes.
According to this, we're live, but it's not showing any images, which is actually rather odd.
That is quite strange.
That scares me a bit.
You want to check like YouTube and stuff?
I'm gonna restart. It might have just not loaded right.
Maybe. Here, I can check it.
Huh? So it's just my computer not giving me. Okay. Dope. Oh, yeah. We're
hey,
live.
look,
We can
it
hear each other.
works.
Cool.
Yeah,
Dope.
yeah.
Hi, everybody. We're still setting up. The show has not begun yet, but we didn't want to like waterboard you with a 15-minute wait. So we're just kind of preparing as we are live.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of annoying that you don't, like it's crappy quality, but I don't care. We don't need to.
Why is it crappy quality?
The first thing I hear is buttholes. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
It's good quality. It's good quality in there, right? On your phone.
Is it just shitty quality up there?
Yeah, it's just not loading over here. But
Okay,
it's
that's
probably
cool.
because I probably minimized the settings so it doesn't use as much bandwidth.
Yeah. I mean that's.
Yeah, look,
that's
I
fair.
have
Yeah, keep it at that
shitty quality is
yeah
better for
that
speed.
90s quality.
The 90s quality. It looks like when you're not wearing your glasses.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like just blurry. Okay, so the chat is there. So we got Facebook chat.
We got Facebook chat. Yeah, the first thing you hear is buttholes. That's the first thing I said was
That's
buttholes.
the first thing we said. Yeah, that was on purpose. That's by design. You know, we wanted. Let's see. I'm gonna test the chat over here. See if it pops up on this screen. Hi, everybody. Boom. That goes on Twitch, YouTube, and YouTube. And
Yes, Twitch, YouTube, and YouTube.
Yeah, you see the arrow, and it does pop right here. So we're good. It looks like everything's almost ready to go.
All right.
Boom, boom, boom. So, one last thing I gotta do is put the link of the live stream on the website.
Yeah, this is kind of like the behind the scenes.
Yeah, so
very
yeah,
it's
very impromptu, and it's gonna be a short show because we got shit to do.
Yeah, it's gonna be short this week. It's a pretty hectic week.
Yeah.
We will go. Yeah. Yeah.
What is that
more
image on the
audio.
corner? Oh, wait, no. What is that?
What is that? Here, silence it real quick. Silence the podcast and then keep playing it. Is that on your YouTube or is that on?
Oh no, what is it? Oh.
No, it's not on the thing.
No,
Yeah.
it was because I changed the page, so that's probably this page or one of the other pages.
I bet you it was the
Yeah.
previous page of
Yeah,
the
so
one
that's
that
what
had
happened. That's
the
fine.
scary stories you tell in the dark or whatever.
Yeah, so let's just go ahead and put the link on the website so that we're also live on freakingdeviant.com. And as soon as that's ready to go, we can start the intro and get the
show on the road.
ball rolling. So it's my birthday today. Well, it was up to an hour ago.
Yeah, well, it was your birthday.
It was my birthday. So I don't put any significance to it, but you know, I'll appreciate happy birthdays. I'm not a monster most of the time, I guess. It's kind of hard to gauge, but so
I should probably
yeah,
put my thing up.
yeah, put your thing up. Put it up, daddy. You can see it over here. This is a. Okay, so save and save. So now we
There we
are
go.
live on the website. Did I spell everything right? All right. I just realized we have a schedule posted on the website. I gotta modify that because we don't have a schedule anymore.
Yeah, schedules are a little
Join
rough
us
to do
live
right
Twitch
now.
every Thursday night so live on Twitch.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that
I
out.
was gonna
at some
put every
point.
week. Yeah, just put every week.
Yeah. that's
Because
probably
at the very least, we do it once a week, and
We do,
sometimes we miss
yeah.
a week, so it's not terrible. But all right, so that'll do that. And so we are live.
Aren't we 38? Is it 38 or 37 this time?
37, negative 37.
37. Okay.
I based it on the last title was negative 36, so
Oh, okay.
I just subtract one every time. And okay, so we seem to be ready to roll here.
All right, let's get it started.
Let's get the ball. Oh yeah, I gotta start recording. Hold on, yeah. And Wait, how do I do this?
And here we
Go.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
But it's not my place to judge why people like a weird thing. I never do that.
Then what are you for?
Treachery to intellectual integrity.
Drooling, blithering idiots.
Absolute moral chaos.
What the is wrong with you? What the
What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire.
Patient.
Life
is
chaos. Nothing.
Life is sacred.
Welcome everybody to
Hey.
the Freaking the Deviant. My name is Spider,
And I'm Alexander.
and this is the Freaking the Deviant episode -37.
Negative 37.
We keep fucking rolling the numbers. Oh shit, that's still going. Sorry.
And there's our fuck up for
There's
the
the
day.
fuck up for the night.
There's the fuck up for tonight. I hope everyone is all right with that.
Yep. And if you're
It's a
not,
very small one. It's a
sorry
small
to hear
fuck
that.
up.
Yeah, it's a small fuck up. I just
Kind of like border security issues right now. It's a small fuck up.
border security. That's a good. Okay.
Yeah. We're going there. We're going there.
We're going politics today.
No, I was actually talking about the plague crisis that's going on.
Oh fucking hell! That's everywhere, right? I actually
yeah, it's
got
just
a
about everywhere.
message from Justine. They're like, "You guys called it. It's a plague."
Yeah,
It's
it was
officially a
officially
plague.
plague. That's why I have my mask here.
We're prepared.
Yeah, I am prepared. I don't know about you, but I have all my appropriate gear.
Where the jar of
Jar of leeches. I didn't feel like making leeches.
Oh,
I make those. They're edible.
Oh, okay.
I hand them out to kids.
I mean, leeches are also edible. So.
I mean, technically, yeah, you're right. Leeches are also edible. Tastes pretty good with salt.
Well, okay, I'm exhausted. I was drinking last night because it was my birthday. So,
And I just work.
I am 33 years
lot.
old now, and that sucks a lot. But I can drink like a champ, apparently.
Well, now they know your age. But
Especially
now
free
they're
booze.
they're guessing my age.
Yeah,
Now
how old is he?
Yeah, there's
Let's take
the
a poll
real-
here.
There's the real thing. You know, how old am I
Versus me.
versus him? that's the real kicker.
I mean,
in
that
my
was on
opinion.
episode -1, I think.
I think so.
I
Yeah,
don't think
people trying to guess between. Well, now they know your
unless
age.
we have hardcore followers that will heard every episode, which I hope we have some of those.
I actually know one.
Oh, no shit. That's awesome.
Someone who's seen every single episode.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Well, I mean, I'm assuming friends of ours that were like keeping up. Mm-hmm. Right, fair enough. Well, welcome everybody. This is the Freaking the Deviant, the podcast about anything and everything that might consider my fucking hell. I lost the intro.
Keep trying.
Yeah, I lost the intro. You do
Keep
it.
trying. Keep going.
No, you've never done it.
No,
do
no,
the
you
intro.
do it. You do it. It's your thing. It's your shtick.
My shtick. This is the Freaking the Deviant, the podcast about freak and deviant behavior, anything and everything that makes people uncomfortable, make you be labeled a freak by regular society. That is exactly what we like to talk about. So welcome to the conversation. Feel free to join us anytime. We're on Twitch Twitch.tv/ the Freaking the Deviant. You can also find us at Freaking Deviant on the Freaking the Deviant on YouTube and freakingdeviant.com. We're also live there.
And Pornhub.
And Pornhub. I keep forgetting about plugging Pornhub.
I mean,
Every
every
episode-
episode I remind everyone about Pornhub.
Yeah.
I set it up.
We're also on Pornhub. Yeah, you set up the account and you set up as a gay couple, right?
Yeah, we're a gay couple.
That's the
Because
way.
that's literally how you're supposed to do it on Pornhub. Like, if
No,
you don't do it right, like, they won't.
Will they kick us out if we're both straight?
No, they won't let us, like, well, no, if you're both straight, that's fine. Because a gay couple's just like a gay, like, partnership sort of thing. So,
Okay.
like, as long as we're two guys, so, like,
So we have to be gay in order
we
to
have to be
post on Pornhub.
gay. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. All right. So yeah.
There's no ulterior motive to that at all. Don't worry about it.
You have a weird way of living a man, sir. But
Hey,
yeah,
it
so does it? How about-
Don't go there.
Don't go there. But yeah, if you don't want to join the conversation live because we don't have a fucking schedule.
Yeah,
I just
things are a
removed-
little crazy right now. We had a schedule for a little bit, but like it works. Like I lost my job, and when I got a new job, it kind of threw everything to the
Everything
wind.
goes to hell. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it threw everything to the wind. So we got to kind of figure out. We've been kind of playing shit by ear right now.
Yeah. So
And
whenever we
sorry
have
about
time,
that.
we'll make a podcast and you know if you don't find us live when it's live, I wonder if there's a way that we can like say. I mean, I post on my Facebook, but there's got to be a way to. I don't know.
Notify people.
To
have,
notify
like,
people that, hey, we're
ooh,
gonna have a
I wonder
podcast
if they
tonight.
have like email lists again still.
That'd be kind of cool. Like if we have an email list,
An email list. That might be a thing.
that'd be fascinating. All right.
Oh, I
mean,
wonder if Pornhub has an email list. I'll start looking into that.
that might work for us. I don't know.
I'll look into like
I mean, surely
Pornhub
the people,
subscriptions.
the majority of our listeners are podcast listeners, and they'll get a notification.
They get a notification,
when we
yeah.
make a new episode. So, is the people that want to like participate live in the conversation? It's usually mostly people that we know, friends
Mm-hmm.
of ours that just kind of keep an eye on open. I'm hoping at some point somebody stumbles on it on YouTube or Twitch, and then we got a new viewer. You know.
Yeah,
That'll be
maybe.
interesting. And
Right.
but if
We'll
you
see.
want to join the conversation long distance and not actually be live on the show, you can write us at freakingdeviant@gmail.com. And any kind of interesting topic that you think we might be interested in researching and talking about, send it in there. It might make the show, and it might be interesting. On another note, this little disc right there, leaning right there, is actually a 3D printed version of our logo.
You
which
can't
means-
see it terribly well, but you
No,
know.
it's not particularly because it's green, so it's gonna disappear on the green screen. So it has to be kind of in a shadow.
You have like, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be shadow so you can see it. But anyway, I kind of fucked it up by moving it. But yeah, my brother made that as 3D printed version of the logo, and he
we
wrote.
should get a 3D printer at some point.
I think that might be, and then he wrote on the back, "Life is chaos, nothing is sacred," which is fucking awesome. So this is our first like fan made.
yeah, for a
technically,
fan-made thing.
Fan made,
Yeah,
whatever
that's neat.
thingamabob that somebody just sent us.
Oh man, get a PO box. Have people send us stupid stuff. Oh, that'd be.
I remember Philip DeFranco used to have an entire he would make a video of weird shit people sent him.
Oh, it'd be
There's
a
all
good
kinds
time.
of weird drawings, and it's like, yeah, that's not even close. But all right, it'd be kind of cool. Like I would do that. Like if people send us weird, especially like weird sex toys or that kind of shit.
I have
would
wanted
so
to do
down.
like product reviews for sex toys, and from just my perspective on certain things.
Oh, you
like,
would.
I like specifically kink stuff. Like, there's a lot of kink things where I'd be like, "This is an amazing tool," or I walk down the aisle of like one of the sex shops and going, "That's crap. That's crap. That's crap. That's crap."
Well, most people buy shit on Amazon, and I'm betting that's not the best source of good stuff.
No, surprisingly, writing crops really good Amazon.
Oh, really?
Really good on Amazon. You can find some actual writing crops. Don't get like the ones that are meant for like, oh, this is for, your play partners. They'll break, but you get actual writing crops.
For actual horses.
Yeah, for actual horses. And you can get small ones, even if you don't have like the really big break me ones, you get smaller ones. Yeah, no, they're actually built to last. They're actually built for writing. So,
Well, I mean, that's a BDSM tool that's technically for something else, primarily.
yeah,
So
it is.
I
it
can
is a
see how
thing.
that might be the
That's
way.
kind of like what you're looking for in that. No, there's a lot of better places to go, different websites than Amazon to get your stuff.
Would you like to plug one in? And I never thought about. I think I bought shit on eBay and it was garbage. It was just.
Well, my go-to, I wouldn't say personal, my go-to rope seller is Twisted Monk.
Twisted Monk.
They do hemp rope, and
.com?
they, yeah, I think so. I think it's .com. But their hemp rope is outstanding. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but it's really good. It is solid, good rope. It's pretty. It's hemp, so it's sturdy. They take really good care of their rope, and so you can really tell the quality.
Interesting.
So that's really, and honestly, when it comes to rope, you can get rope on Amazon. Cotton rope on Amazon is a great place to start.
It's a regular
Actually,
rope.
cotton rope on Amazon is
That
a
just
great place to
reminded me
start
of-
for rope.
That just reminded me of George Carlin talking about suicide. and it's like, Walmart's having a sale on rope this weekend. There's no sense in spending a lot of money to kill myself. Then again, I could just put it on my credit card and never have to pay the fucking thing. Fucking love George Carlin.
Don't use cotton rope for hanging yourself. You will not have a fun time.
Wait. What do you know that I don't? I don't understand that joke.
Well, cotton rope would you can't really take the weight very well depending on how big you are.
So it'll rip.
So it might either rip or tear or come off of whatever support that you're going on. It's more
Oh, I see.
it's more for kind of like showing or like stuff that doesn't have terrible amount of weight to it. No load. But you generally want to either go with hemp or some form of nylon rope.
Isn't hemp the shit that's related to weed in some way?
Yeah, it's I think male plant.
Oh, and so there's a female plant.
Yeah, the female plant is what you get. The
Oh,
the
that's
weed from.
interesting. By the way, did you hear they passed a regulation here in Austin?
No, I haven't heard of this.
Yeah, they're no longer arresting people for small doses of marijuana now.
Oh, that's cool.
They actually put it up to a vote, I think, last Thursday, and it fucking passed. And it's like no more. So they're no longer persecuting small quantities of marijuana.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, it's not necessarily legalizing it, but it's a big step, I guess.
I mean,
it's fucking Austin, California. You know how it is.
Yeah, it's Austin, California. Like,
that's where we
fair.
live.
But I mean, it's nice. It's nice. I really want more industrial versions of marijuana showing up, but I'm also a big like proponent for like free markets and stuff like that. So it's just me.
Yeah, that sounds a little too political for me to understand.
Yeah, it gets a little political.
After
We talked about
last episode,
last
it's just too much
it's
politics.
way too much politics.
Yeah, so we gotta move on.
Yeah, so the plague is here upon us.
It's upon us.
Doom and gloom. No, it's not that bad, honestly.
It's not that bad.
In the States, it's pretty well managed. They've been keeping tabs on it. Hopefully, it doesn't get out of hand. It's entirely possible that it can. But I did hear, and I don't know how credible this source is, so you will have to look it up. But I did hear that alcohol and high temperatures
What?
get rid of it. Or prevent it from spreading.
Let's get high and drunk. Get it?
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
But in Texas, all we have to do is wait for summer, and it's perfect.
Why?
Summer starts in like a week. So,
Oh.
you know, Texas weather and all, but then you just get drunk with your friends sitting out on the porch in the heat, and you're immune to the virus. I have no idea what that is, and I hope they can't hear it.
Yeah, no, I hope you guys can't hear that my girlfriend's watching something out loud in the living room. I gotta let her know that that's not okay for now. So
Give it a minute.
I don't have to get out of the room to tell her, hey, turn that shit down.
But yeah,
I feel like a grandpa, like, turn that music
can
down.
our person fact check that? The other person, can you fact check just give me a thumbs up on whether or not that's actually a thing. We have a fact checker today.
We have a fact check. Technically, we can always have a fact checker in the room because there's always somebody in the house when we're doing a podcast. So somebody could just be Googling shit for us.
Yeah, let me address it properly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
That's a good one. I think what it, so okay, so so they couldn't hear it anyway. So I'm an asshole for telling her to turn it down. You know what I've noticed? All the podcasts generally have like a director, like there's somebody behind the scenes doing all the work. I'm running the podcast from
literally
from
right
in
here.
front of the camera. Everything's being run.
There's nothing.
Nobody's behind.
There's no
the
special
scenes.
magic here. It's literally
everything's
just
happening. This is why, like, I started streaming instead of the timer this time. I just started streaming as I set it up, so people can see somewhat what the process looks like.
there's a lot going into the
This
back
is me
of this.
sitting here moving screens back and forth because I have a. So we want to describe what this setup looks like. I mean, basically we have a curved screen in front of us.
Hot garbage comes to mind.
Yes. Hey, fuck you! You didn't do it.
That's fair. I'm not complaining. It is your hot garbage, and it's amazing. And I would have it no other way.
My shit is stuff, and your stuff is shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
How about this? It is an amazing. You did an amazing gut job. It is awesome. Not even meaning that in a condescending way.
Oh,
but
okay.
it does look like hot garbage.
No, it's fucking messy in here. It's also hot as fuck right now. I think
Again, hot garbage.
somebody-
It's really
not cold or warm.
Not cold or warm.
It's
Hot garbage
is
yeah.
the only way to.
Yeah, 'cause
Fucking hell.
the only thing I think might help would be like dampeners or something like that. It would probably improve the sound quality a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean these microphones are pretty good. I don't think anybody's complained about
That's
them
fair.
not sounding well. I know that one of the podcasts, I think 2 of the microphones were off,
Oh yeah.
so we could hear you and Kelsey on my microphone from a distance. And it like, if you're just listening to the podcast, it sounds like shit. Like it's just not. It's
It's not
obviously
good.
not good work. Yeah, the video you couldn't notice, I guess. But
Yeah. So the plague's here.
the plague is here. We're all gonna die. Run for the hills. Is
Run
that-
to the hills.
to the hills. Is that, I don't know.
That's Iron Maiden.
I I know that song.
You do know that song, don't you?
I like. Wait, what? Yeah, I get it. Oh fuck! So what is new in the world other than the plague? What is interesting to talk about?
Helicopters.
What is? You couldn't help yourself, could you?
Oh man, I made that joke great. It was a good joke.
Something about rape? I don't know.
What?
That's what we like to talk about in this show, right? You know what we should cover one of these days? I haven't done enough research, but you heard of Onision?
Oh boy, Onision.
Yeah, there's a whole fucking thing on YouTube about him.
Yeah, I will
People
I
are
will
all
touch
over it.
that with nothing. Let's let's completely gloss over that until
not
there
say
is a
we did.
lot. Let's not say we did.
Right.
Let's not say we did.
So after we cover that topic now, let's move on to the next thing. So I noticed something interesting because this is how my brain works. I might have I don't have one right now. So I have hair ties that are smaller. That they're just for like grabbing the rest of the hair, not the actual ponytail, but like
They
the
look
rest
kind of
of
like this.
That is exactly what I look like. And I was just staring at this one day, and I realized this is a very specific size that might serve a different purpose.
What you mean? Oh yeah.
So
cock rings.
this is where I would like your advice here.
Oh yeah.
Is this a bad idea? Grabbing something other than an actual cock ring to block the blood off your penis to get yourself hard.
So I've never had really good success with cock rings.
No, okay.
No, I haven't had good success with cock rings. Now, it might be the fact that the cock rings are, too big. But honestly, though, the only time that I've had a successful cock ring was actually using a rubber band. So
an actual rubber band.
An
on your
actual
dick.
rubber band on my dick.
Because
the official cock rings, like for some reason
they're soft, right? They're like silicone.
Really soft silicone.
So they're
and
not
they don't
actually
actually block any of the blood flow.
So it's just it's a novelty more than anything.
It really is more like a novelty.
Well, I mean, some of the ones that you will buy at a sex shop usually will have like a vibrator, and the purpose is not a cock ring to follow the blood the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
It's just something that to hit the clit with.
I would say when you're using something like a rubber band or that or anything like that
So
for
hair
blocking,
tie is not a terrible idea
for
then.
blocking blood flow. I would actually probably use a hair tie instead of like a rubber band
This
because
is something
it
I was talking
pulled
about.
the shit out of my pubes. Like it
That was
bad.
exactly what I was thinking, because it's like you get a rubber band, you're gonna pull the pubes.
Yes.
But a hair tie rolls off of hair. That's what they're designed to do. So you can actually put. I love how Jackie's just joined in the middle of this conversation. Hi, Jackie. But yeah, so I was just kind of thinking of like that's a functionality thing, and I'm kind of known to MacGyver my way through shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know the correct ways of doing certain things, and I just kind of grab the tools I have to work with.
I mean, that's just being inventive. That is like that's like one of the first things you learn in kink is just how to look at an object and go, I could probably stick this up my ass.
I know, you were just talking about that last time. That you're looking, I could probably stick. You're at work looking at pieces of metal and shit. And
Yeah.
I wonder what I could do with
Oh
this
man,
thing.
there's this big thing of like hosing that we have there, and man, I really want to just buy a spool of it, and I could use it for so many things. But yeah, when it comes to like rubber bands around the penis and stuff, you just got to be careful. Don't overdo it.
Yeah, presumably you could actually hurt yourself, right? If you get something too tight.
Very easily.
I feel like
I would say the first thing that you'd want to do is actually get used to like a pair of scissors around your dick, so that just in case something like that happens,
you have to cut that shit
You
off.
have to cut that, and you're not going to be.
What if I only have an X-Acto knife?
Then get used to an X-Acto knife being around your dick. It doesn't change anything.
I was looking for a reaction, but it didn't work out.
I mean,
I'm thinking like, there has to be someone who used a zip tie. I got you. I made you laugh. I made you facepalm.
Oh fuck!
I think there must have been an idiot somewhere who's tried something that stupid. It's. Have you met this planet? It's full of weirdos, and this is welcome to the show.
Okay, what size of zip tie? I'm assuming the smallest possible size.
Yeah.
To which you would probably take out like a thin layer of skin around your penis. As you tightened it down, it would probably just rip into it. It doesn't. I'm sorry if you're eating while listening to this.
most people we determine listen to our show while they're taking a shit. So I don't think.
I mean, that's fair. I'm pretty sure I got like several guys just being like, "Oh God, why are you talking about that? I was trying to pee."
Yeah.
Like, now it just shrank back into me. Like,
Speaking of weird, is it weird to eat while you're taking a shit? I don't do it, but I'm just curious if there are people that are doing.
I don't know.
things.
For me, like smelling is a huge portion of eating. So like eating while taking.
It's not for you.
shit-
That is definitely a physiological thing. Most of taste comes from smell.
Yeah, so I would
Which
say
is why
it would be a
I
little
believe
weird
there's
to
a
eat and shit at the
thought
same time.
experiment I've heard about where if you cover your nose, you can bite like an onion, an apple, and a potato. They all have the same texture.
Yeah, that's fair.
And as long as you can smell it, you won't taste the difference between them. Because most of the taste is on the smell. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was just a thought experiment. I don't
To
think
which
I've
I would
ever
not
done it.
want to be, tasting something and just smelling shit. That would be awful.
So you'll be tasting shit.
Yes.
Imagine if it has the consistency of shit, like a brownie.
I don't think a brownie actually has the
There was
consistency
a-
of shit.
Well,
I think it's a little dense for
I
that.
never really played with shit, so I really don't know the consistency of shit. So I just made something up.
Well, I just,
Please don't.
called myself out, so
Please
there you go.
That's amazing. Hi, Amanda. Welcome to the show. So it's a weird thought experiment. But there is something that I've seen on the React channels where they get like a gross out scene in a movie or something, and then they make them eat something similar to that's gross, but actually edible, like crickets. They show them a fucking horror scene with cockroaches or something. It's like, now you eat a cricket. I wonder, like, would that affect us? Like, are we the weird kind of people that do that?
I've eaten some really weird stuff.
What is the weirdest shit you've ever eaten?
Bat soup. No.
Who's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? Sorry, I had to word it that way. It was funnier that way.
I sure hope people got that. I sure hope people got that.
Good.
No, the weirdest thing I've probably eaten. Testicles.
You have eaten testicles?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Testicles
I've
probably
eaten-
be
so
pretty high up there.
In Mexico, it's actually a common thing that you buy on the street. It's tripas, or tripes, I guess is the translation, which is just like straight up intestines from
Yeah.
whatever the fuck animal, and they deep fry them, and
Yeah, it
they'll
tastes
come
good.
they come in a paper bag that's soaked in all the grease, and that's a common delicacy. And very often, I remember like biting into it, and you can see like residues or something inside, and I'm like, that was whatever that animal was processing when they killed it and cooked it. Mm-hmm. So I'm eating shit, I guess.
Well, if I remember correctly, they use the small intestine, so it's still processing.
Yeah, so
It
it's not shit yet.
shit yet.
So that's just
I
an
have
interesting-
not eaten human testicles. No.
Oh man.
I mean, unless you're talking about gargling, in
you,
which case, like,
you were just gargling it. You didn't swallow.
I didn't swallow. Well, I mean, one, but it came back out. To which I don't know if that counts. Like, does it have to hit my stomach?
Because you can swallow it and then
Because
come back
it
out.
came back out. I mean,
That's still swallowing a testicle,
I mean,
right?
yeah, I still swallowed a testicle. I mean, I theoretically ate nuts, so. I mean, it's just as good. Just as good.
Oh, of course you did. Because it was just you always have the story.
Look, I've lived a full life.
Something I definitely admire, respect. I don't know. Something I appreciate about it. Thank you for this late night entertainment. That's exactly what we're for. But yeah, so something that I always thought was like interesting about our dynamic is that every time I throw a joke that means nothing to anybody, and it's just a dumb thing to say, you double down and take it
Every
serious,
time.
and you
Every time.
That's it. Yeah.
It's because I've done a lot of stuff.
I can never catch you off guard, except for that zip tie comment. That caught you off guard.
It never occurred because I use zip ties every day at work. Every single day I use zip ties, and I'm not talking about a little amount. Like, I go through hundreds of zip ties at work.
And you know what they would do to the
And
skin.
I know exactly what they do to the skin because I've done it. I've tested on my arm what happens when you zip tie sensitive parts of the skin. And I can guarantee you it would not be a pleasant experience unless you were really into that.
I knew a girl that was into choking and actually grabbed the zip tie and put it on her.
Zip ties are a little something I would not
Those are
use
big
for
tickles.
choking.
No, that you can die. But
Zip ties lock in place unless they're the unlocking ones, in which case I would still be incredibly careful.
Yeah, that's
and
not a-
definitely have.
I mean, but would you handcuff someone with them?
I would handcuff, yeah.
Okay.
I would handcuff with
I
zip
feel like that
ties.
was too chafe?
It would definitely chafe,
Chafe.
but
I forgot the
it's
word.
as long as you aren't tightening them too super hard around the wrist, you should be fine. You can tighten it enough to get restraints in there without actually like cutting off circulation.
This brings to mind the question: metal handcuffs or leather? What is?
It depends on what you're into. So like if you don't want the feeling of absolute restraint, I would definitely go with more leather. If you want the feeling of actual restraint, I would go with metal.
This is how much of a clown I am. I once thumb cuffed a girl. Yes,
Sure.
Because I own a pair of thumb cuffs. You know,
I own a
little
pair of
ones?
thumb screws.
Thumb screws. What the fuck is that?
A medieval torture device.
Oh, you. Oh, wow. Okay, that that took a very different turn.
Keep talking. Yeah, you're good.
But yeah,
Just
no,
thought I
I
mentioned.
own for magic purposes. I own a pair of like handcuffs you put on the knuckle of the thumb, so someone's stuck like this. And once I put a girl on those, and then did the deed, which is like.
Oh, you fucked, right? Yeah. Okay, that's what you meant. That's what you meant. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
No, of course not. What else? There's so much happening in the room that I can totally understand the distraction.
I was still stuck on swallowing someone's balls. I was choking on it a little.
Swallow some human testicles. Oh God, what is happening to?
So
our
anyway,
lives?
you fucked a girl in thumb cuffs.
Yeah, but that's the end of the story.
Okay.
But I
Have you ever
Huh?
thumb cuffs? Except it's like two dudes with their penis in the.
Whoa, that's a thing that happens.
I mean, I'm assuming. I just thought of it,
Have
so
you
I
ever
guess
heard
it does.
Have you heard of ducking?
Oh yeah, I know what docking is.
So is that like a thing?
Yeah, that's like totally a thing.
Somebody described it and I'm like, that doesn't sound pleasant. I don't understand.
I mean, it's pretty pleasant.
I mean, scissoring sounds weird to me, but I'm sure it's pleasant.
Yeah.
Because I mean, just rubbing vaginas has gotta feel good at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, no, docking's a thing, and it's pretty all right.
You wanna describe for our listeners what
Docking is
docking
where you
is?
take two penises and
Is
you
there
put
anything I can
them.
demonstrate with? I ate the corn dog. Like, we could have used a corn dog and a balloon to show.
Here we go. All right, you take
You
two
want a condom? I
penises.
have a condom somewhere.
You take two penises and you put them together. And
Freaking
then,
Deviant condom.
I don't want to waste one of those.
All right.
And then you stretch the skin from one end over to the other end, and then proceed to jerk off both penises simultaneously.
I'm confused. What was with the hand? Is that a high five?
Is that a high five or is that a question?
Or is she raising her hand like a good student?
if
Like
you
a
have
good little girl.
Yeah, if you have a question, I'm
Just spit it out. Don't swallow it.
It's okay to spit for me. I come a lot. I understand.
This is, okay. So welcome to the show. That's what this is about.
I'm usually more of the
It's
educational
about-
one.
Yeah, educational about BDSM and any kind of weird deviant behavior that might call you a freak by anybody in society. That's exactly what we talk about. I don't think she's ever listened to the show. She just found me on Facebook.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that's
gonna be a good time.
one of my coworkers. Yeah, so you just stumble upon this stupid show and yeah. So that ducking thing. Have you ever witnessed it?
Witnessed. I've done it.
Oh, you've done it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Does it
a
actually feel good?
thing. Yeah, no, it feels good. The thing is, like, okay, so
Okay.
like for me, I don't have foreskin, right? So when you stretch the foreskin around,
Yeah, I
I'm
figure
like,
one of them has to have a foreskin. Because I'm circumcised as
it
well.
was definitely a different experience. It was interesting. It didn't feel bad. It's like jerking it with foreskin.
with somebody else's foreskin.
Yeah, with somebody else's foreskin. It's a different experience. Like I had no
Well, I
idea
can-
what that
I
kind of
can
felt like.
sort of see
Because
that.
I don't know what it feels like to have foreskin. So that was interesting.
Speaking of which, we never addressed this. Don't circumcise your kids.
I would say ask
Right?
them later.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it as an adult, but that's fucking weird to just cut a piece of a dick as a fucking baby.
To be fair,
I actually bitched my mom out when I did some research, and I'm like, you didn't have to do that at all.
my
huh?
father got incredibly lucky. I am incredibly happy that my father circumcised me
Why? Okay.
because my penis is already incredibly sensitive, and I do not want it any more
All
sensitive.
that extra skin is sensitive as fuck.
Yeah, it will make it way more sensitive. And I'm like, my dad got lucky with me. I only had to talk to him about it a little bit, but he got lucky. Like, I have an incredibly sensitive penis.
Interesting.
So it just one of those things.
I do have an interesting subject that just came to mind recently. So I know this guy who basically didn't want to have sex with the girl.
Okay.
Because he was afraid that he wouldn't last long because he really wanted to have sex. Now,
So just jerk it beforehand.
yeah, well, I mean, if you don't have the time because you don't know what's going to happen, I can sort of see the
Oh,
situation.
yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
the point. The point is, like, so now I've experienced enough sexual partners that I have had sex that doesn't last long and sex that lasts too long.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a thing.
And so it almost seems to me like lasting a long time is not necessarily the best for a particular experience. There's a sweet spot.
There's
of
definitely
time.
a sweet spot, and there's also like you can have sex and then just keep going. Like you don't have to come and then stop. Like you can just keep going.
And get hard
Nothing
again.
that stops you from just keep going. Like if they still want to keep going, then you can still keep going.
Yeah,
you
'cause
don't
even-
have to stop just because you came. You can.
I think I've done that once ever, but more than that, I put everything on it, so I'm exhausted by the time I come. Mm-hmm. But I do know that every now and then you come and your dick stays hard for a little longer, and you can continue to stimulate it, and you get another hard on to have sex again before you're done having sex. So that's possible. I'm usually exhausted because I do a lot of work.
I don't.
A lot of you just lay back and let them do the
Oh
thing.
no, I'm on top. I just don't do a lot of work.
Oh, okay. I mean, push-ups. I mean, it's kind of a.
I mean, yeah,
I know.
There's some good push-ups going. Yeah.
We've had this conversation before where this is important advice, guys. If you're having sex and you're in top and you're particularly heavy, put your fists on the table.
Yeah. Oh, we've had
When
this
you-
conversation. Don't use
yeah,
your hands.
If you put your palm on the table,
Oh.
you're gonna injure your wrist.
I think we did talk
I've had
about
an injury before.
Yeah.
Where, like I had the fucking.
Did I show you?
thing.
I actually had a bump. I
Oh
had
yeah,
a
you had a
cyst.
ball there.
Yeah, I had a
from
cyst
putting your
there
wrist
for
in the
a
wrong
long
position.
time for the cyst. Yeah, so if you're particularly heavier set,
It's weird how we've never addressed this before, but this is very important,
I
guys.
feel you. Like being a heavy set person having sex is a
You
hell
have
of
to
a workout.
hold your weight while you're trying to
It's
do the
it's
work.
a hell of a workout. It's and if your hands are out, and you're having sex, like you will develop if you're really heavy set like I was, you'll
you have a lot of
develop
sex, yeah.
you'll develop cysts on your wrists.
Yeah.
And they are very painful, not fun to get rid of. So yeah, definitely like use your fists. Take a moment, lean back, let your wrists or let your hands cool
Yeah.
off. Don't do it on your fingers. You'll fuck up your
Oh,
thumb
yeah, you can-
really bad like that.
It's interesting how like most people don't think of these things.
Oh,
Like they're
yeah.
just doing the thing, and by the time you finish, you're like, "Why fucking?"
Because you won't, you won't notice. You'll be like, I don't care. Like there's no pain in your wrist at all. Your brain just tells it, be gone.
You feel so good, yeah.
Yeah, you feel great. It doesn't. You won't even notice.
Yeah,
but-
it's something that didn't cross my mind until like I analyzed it. Because so basically, I had like both of my wrists were just hurting after a while, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Why?" I couldn't figure out what the fuck I could possibly have done to them. And I noticed that at work, when I'm bored, I would rest. So my desk is a standing desk, so I would kind of rest on like the what do you call it, the flat.
Yeah, the kind of like palm,
the-
the under
on the
below-
bottom part of my
lower
palm, I would put that on the edge of the desk and lean while I with my other hand and play my phone, and then I would switch hands. And then, like, could that possibly have done it? And then, I went to work and did it again. It didn't hurt, right? And then I had sex on that particular position, the missionary, where you're holding your hands like that, and it started hurting a lot. And I'm like, oh. Mm-hmm. And I guess that particular month, I had a lot of sex in that position, I suppose, and that's probably what did the damage. And it didn't occur to me until it started hurting during it, and I'm like, oh. So yeah, it's just be careful, guys, when you're having sex in that position. Just the best advice is put your fists.
Fists are what
put
I've-
your
yeah.
knuckles on the bed, or
And don't be afraid to just take a moment, lean back,
do the things,
do a little bit of this,
You gotta stretch it out before
stretch
sex.
it out,
I wonder how many people do that.
Take a
Like actually
breather.
stretch out before doing sex, because
It depends
some
on the
people
type
do
of
some
sex.
acrobatic shit.
Depends on the type of sex.
Once
Like,
I had like a standing 69, like I picture
wow, that's yeah.
Undertaker, tombstone wrestling.
Yeah,
move.
yeah, tombstone.
Yeah,
Yeah, give
straight
him,
up.
give him the tombstone.
Yeah,
That's
I've
now
done
what that's now what a standing up 69 is called. It's now called a
that.
tombstone.
It's the tombstone pile driver.
I was gonna call it the tombstone 69.
The tombstone 69. That sounds good too.
Yeah,
And
That's how you make these- that's how you make
And you
this
gotta
up.
make the Undertaker. You know what I'm talking about? It. Eyes go back, tongue go out. That's exactly what you do, man. I just
Ah, yes, inventing
I
sex.
just invented a sex position based on a wrestling move. That's fucking awesome.
I mean, to be honest, though, not really that hard. A lot of wrestling moves look pretty provocative.
Pretty sexy, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the girls. Like, there's female wrestlers. that are
Especially the
like,
guys.
all of them, yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
All wrestling is provocative.
All of
fuck
them
it.
put their head between someone's legs.
I love that. Something that always confuses me in wrestling when they do a wrestling move like a finisher or whatever, and they're gonna pin him, which is like be on top of him for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Right. For some weird reason, they find some importance in grabbing the leg and picking it up. You ever notice that?
Yeah, I have.
So like it gets on top of it. It didn't just cover like a person would cover another person, or like you would do it even in regular professional, like an actual, high school wrestling kind of thing, college wrestling. You just kind of hold their shoulders down.
Yeah, yeah.
But in professional wrestling, the TV stuff, they very often will actually grab the knee pad of the other guy and pick up the leg and go like this. And I don't understand what purpose that serves.
I mean,
It's
all
such a
for show,
weird,
so.
obviously sexual, but you're also kind of splitting the legs.
Yeah, you're giving them the good scissors. So.
Yeah. And so like, when girls do it, you see all the ass. You know what I mean? So
I mean, when guys do it, you see all the ass too. I mean,
Well, but I
I mean, you don't notice, but I do. I like watching wrestling with you. It is very, very sexy. And it's not just sexy for the divas either. It is very much sexy for.
they're no longer called divas. They're
what are they
also
called?
WWE superstars.
They're called WWE.
Yeah, they're
Superstars. Okay.
gender neutral now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
they used to that back in like 2003, 2000, I think up to 2009 or so. There was a diva division, which
Right.
is like all the women and they're divas. They were not wrestlers.
Oh, I see.
They were sideshows, and it was embarrassing.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
I didn't know any of this.
It was legitimately the piss break. If there's girls coming out for a match,
Really? It seems like the exact opposite.
right. But
Just
yeah,
saying, I'm
people,
just
the
thinking.
wrestling fans did not take that shit serious. Like, a girl will come out. The title looked fucking fairy as fuck. They had a butterfly title, pink with like gems in it. Like, what is happening? Yeah, so they obviously didn't take the female part serious until like recently with like Ronda Rousey and there's some other I can name a couple like Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, the daughter of Ric Flair. They're actual fucking wrestlers that can do way crazier shit than most guys can do. Very aggressive wrestling, and they're actually doing very. So now it's a completely different age of wrestling for women. But back in the day, they would have like bra and panties match, where like they compete to see who can take the other girl's shirt and pants off faster, which is like that's not a fucking. But of course, people are loving watching this shit. But when it's like a regular
sex
wrestling
sells.
match, not only were like the women's matches were like 5 minutes, it was always the piss break. It was like, and you would see in the live show the crowd just kind of start bailing for that match.
Damn.
Yeah, because nobody cared for it. It was nobody took it serious. But now, like again, Ronda Rousey like main evented WrestleMania last year. That was pretty dope. So yeah, it's become different.
That's cool. That's really neat. I had no idea.
There is a wrestler now called Asuka. She's Japanese.
Yes, you showed me.
You know what she does now? There's an old Japanese move that I have used in my backyard wrestling days, called the Green Mist. Have you ever heard of this?
Yes, I remember because you use it on me whenever we play the wrestling games.
Oh yeah. When we play the wrestling, I usually put it on my wrestler as a fantasy
Yes.
move. It's called the Green Mist. That's a real move that I can probably show you a clip here. But Asuka lately has been using it.
Oh, that's neat.
Because if I'm not mistaken, that might be the first female Japanese wrestler to use that particular move. It's supposed to be poisonous. I think at some point they call it the Poison Mist, not the Green Mist. But it was Great Muta that invented it, and it's a Japanese wrestler. So let's just... but it's something I recognize instantly is that that stuff is pretty much food.
Oh, geez.
It's green food dye.
Green food dye.
Yeah, it's the same shit I dye my mouth with.
Ah, okay.
The women's evolution.
So that's the tag team champions are these two Asian. I don't know what the other one's from. I know Asuka's Japanese, but I don't know what the other girl's from. But look at her makeup. That's kind of implying that she's like dripping that paint.
Yeah. That's interesting. Let me just move over.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Because I know they will probably copyright the shit out of this.
Oh yeah, she doesn't speak English ever. There it is.
There it is. Okay.
Which, by the way, I didn't see her actually get the paint in her mouth, but look. And they play it out like it burns and blah blah blah. I can't see anything.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. It's fascinating. In the video game, the guy's face actually stays green after you do the move, which I think is kind of cool. But yeah, so that's the Green Mist, and that was invented by an old school wrestler called the Bermuda. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. So moving on. The Super Bowl is the.
Why are we talking sports? To be fair, that's what I was.
I mean, you're talking.
That's
sport.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
And my family actually watches sumo wrestling.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so on Sunday, instead of watching, the Super Bowl, we're watching a sumo bowl.
The Sumo Bowl.
I wouldn't call it the Sumo Bowl, but we watch sumo wrestling. We
That's
very much
fucking
enjoy
interesting.
this
Like, so is it fun to watch?
it is very fun to watch.
Interesting.
We take this is all sorts of fun stuff that we
WWE has had a sumo match with like the Big Show versus like a champion of sumo wrestling,
which
at a WrestleMania.
Interesting.
Yeah, that happened in wrestling. That is so weird that you just happen to. Why?
What? What do you mean? Why? I love sumo.
Okay, it's such a weird thing to be into in America, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it is a little weird.
It's
to
very,
be
it's
into
very,
in
it's
America,
very
but...
strange. Because most people like just kind of hear about it jokingly.
Oh yeah, they don't
but
actually
there's like actual rules and weird shit.
There's all sorts of rules,
and those guys are like superheroes. Like I've looked into some of the culture because it's connected to wrestling, and many wrestlers have wrestling in Japan, and they talked about their stories of meeting those wrestlers, and those are the superstars. Well, as professional wrestlers are kind of not the same.
To be fair, like some of those guys are not only big, but they're intimidating looking, and you see some of them.
And that's part of the thing too.
That's part of the things. Like my two big ones right now are Hakuho, who's huge. Mm-hmm. He's the Yokozuna, which is the highest rank.
Yokozuna. Oh wait, you mean it?
Yeah, no, that's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think the highest rank. I'm saying this all correctly. I'm not.
Yes, you are. That's not the point. Yokozuna was the name of a wrestler in WWE.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And it was cousins with Rikishi. You know who Rikishi is?
No, I have no idea.
Oh God! Okay, time for more reactions here.
Oh God!
Let me show you who Rikishi is.
More wrestling.
Apparently,
this is the wrestling episode. We don't even have the other wrestling person here.
Yeah, but no, I mean it's just this is some of the weirdest shit has happened in wrestling. This is Rikishi. Versus John Cena. Wow.
Okay.
That's Rikishi. And that's John Cena. Oh my God. That's John Cena before he was famous. He was like a rookie there. So what Rikishi was famous for. This is how you know this is before John Cena had a name for himself. He doesn't have George. He's wearing wrestling gear. Oh my God, that is retarded.
He just broke his hand on the dude's butt. I've done that before.
When you punched it. Hey, look, tickets on sale for Austin, Texas.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
we gotta go in 2003 when this happened. But no, let me show you the most important part that he's famous for. Boom. So that's it. Oh, by the way, the Usos are his kids.
Oh.
Yeah. He's also cousins with The Rock. So when a wrestler lands on the floor on a corner, everybody knows what it means. Yep.
Oh my God! Wow.
That is wrestling.
And are you sure this is not like sexual in any way? I think he got some in his mouth.
That's amazing. Oh my God. But so Rikishi is a Samoan dude.
Right. Right.
And there's a whole family of Samoans in wrestling from Superfly Snuka, The Rock, his cousins with Rikishi. Yokozuna is one of them too. Umaga, you know who Umaga is?
Yes,
that
I think
guy
I
died.
remember,
Yokozuna is that guy.
I like how okay. If you looked down further, was it actual like?
This guy's Samoan, and it's kind of racist that they made him Japanese.
I mean, to be fair, there's
wait,
like if you look down right.
Oh, that's an actual.
That's an actual Yokozuna.
Because that's what it means. Interesting.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Wow, that is so weird. But yeah, so this is just so people can see it. So he's pretending to be a sumo wrestler in a wrestling show, but the dude's Samoan.
To be fair, there's not a lot of actual Japanese sumo wrestlers right now.
Oh, okay, so they're all out from somewhere else.
Yeah, a lot of them are Mongolian. There's one Georgian right now who's called Tochinoshin. His name is Tochinoshin, and he is a terrifying mountain of a man.
Speaking of Mongolian, have you heard of this like rock band of Mongolian singers?
Oh yeah,
I forgot what it's called, but like somebody showed me, they were like, "Wow, that's fucking insane."
Yeah, no, they're intense.
They were at some point, if I'm not mistaken, they were doing a haka dance. Mm-hmm. Or is that a completely different one? I think there's another rock band of like actual Samoan.
I know the one that my family likes, so they post stuff.
Let's see, Samoan rock band. See what happens. Yeah, so this is a different one.
Yeah. Oh, that's a different one.
Yeah, this is a completely different band.
Here, go back.
Where?
No, go back.
You want me to search it? Give me a second.
No, the one that I know is
Was there
on
too?
there. Yeah, that one.
This?
The Who.
Oh, this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Mongolian throat singing rock band. Yeah.
This is the one that I know.
But it's fucking interesting to see. So people can see it. So this is Mongolian throat singing,
Right.
But with instruments, it's a rock band kind of thing. So they're taking their culture and modernizing it with that. And then there is this one, which is Samoan people. And if I'm not mistaken, the song they're singing is actually their war dance, the haka dance. I love that they're wearing the teeth thing, like so like they're kind of modernizing the culture. This is good music.
I mean, yeah, it's good music. I like it.
That was fascinating. But yeah, so that's just something that I've been kind of learning about recently. Other than that, what else we got?
I mean, I'm pretty much.
We went into the weirdest fucking tangents.
Yeah, it was some pretty weird tangents today.
So we are at 47 minutes. You want to call it at like 50, 55?
We'll call it like 55.
55. All right. So
we'll call it tonight. Considering I went from work to here without really planning much.
Oh, that is so
today.
cool. Where I am right now, there's a reflection of my face on the lens of the mask. You see it?
Yeah, I
If
see
I'm
it.
out of the way, you see green because there's a green screen behind us. So like, that is dope. I'm entertaining myself. Somebody turn the fucking heater on and I'm gonna fucking die in here. Oh my god, you feel the fucking hot air coming in?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh
we'll
my
be fine.
God.
We're cutting the podcast early
Yeah,
so that
we're
we can
almost
go
done.
deal with the heat that's coming into the room.
And
We're gonna
hunger.
start sweating and we're gonna look
Yeah.
more and more green as we reflect the green behind us. It's going to be a good time.
Oh fuck.
It's going to be a good time.
Does it suck? Because you're right next to the vent too. Oh my fucking god.
And also wearing the hoodie.
Yeah, what is wrong with you? You're psycho.
Just take it off. Just take off the hoodie.
Take everything
Oh
off.
my god. Yeah, take everything
go,
off.
Go
Just
ahead.
take it off. Be completely nude. It's okay.
Nobody cares.
Here, let me do it.
I'll do it for you. I know there's a dude that usually joins the stream and the first he's like, let me see your boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Get
he
naked.
does that constantly. Yeah, get naked. That dude's always in there, Sammy. So okay, so we covered everything: the rapists that died, and the plague, and the.
I mean, we talked about some of that stuff. Yes.
I'm trying to think like the points that I'm gonna write down.
Oh, the
on
points
the
that you're gonna
video,
write
so,
down
like,
after the video closes.
Because I'm always like
it's
trying to
gonna be a
remember what
weird
the
one.
fuck we talked about, so I can
We
put it
just
on the
have
subject.
to note what time it is right now so that we can go back. Like just
Nah, fuck it. I'll just do it
okay.
from memory, like every fucking episode.
Like every episode?
We have a working system. There's no way to throw an orange in it. It's fine. So, what else is interesting in the world?
right now.
Any weird sexcapades you might have had? Cool stories?
None that in current company would probably want me to talk about.
Oh.
But that's okay. I'll get permissions and then come back.
All right, that's fine. I got an interesting one. Like, so my situation is. I don't think I should talk about that. I just realized I probably need permission for that too.
Yeah, again, get your permission before you talk about your sex stuff with people around you, especially if you're adding that sex stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
Get permission. It's important.
But listen, no, I had a thing, and then we tangent the fuck out of it, and I completely forgot what the fuck.
Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. Food play.
Oh, food play.
You ever done it?
No, but I had a friend that was a cam girl, and you met her. Was a cam girl, and just like my most watched purchased video is me eating donuts off a dildo. There's nothing sexual.
We talked a little bit about that, yeah.
Yeah, there was like nothing happening sexually. And it's like, well, I mean, I fucked it in a different video, but it had nothing to do with the donuts. Like, I had watched it. It's not like it happened right after.
I mean, there's an entire subsection of YouTube that is all about watching people eat. And it is fascinating.
That's an Asian thing, right?
Yes, but I was talking more about the sexual side of it, because it's also an Asian thing where, you know...
I've seen those videos of like the girls just eating.
I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, but mukbang, I do believe, is what it's called.
Okay, and what does it mean?
Mukbang. Okay, sure. I have no idea.
You have been corrected.
I have been corrected. I knows more than I do. So
have you tried it?
Have you ever stood in front of a camera and eaten things for people?
You want to stand in front of this camera and eat something?
I mean, I'm into it. I'd watch it.
I'd watch that.
I watch that. I put it up on Pornhub.
Yeah, I mean, we put ourselves on Pornhub. I mean,
that's fair.
So we're never running for office or anything. Right? We're.
No, I'm going to be a cult leader. Remember?
I feel like we. I could be wrong, but I think we limit our possibilities for some employment in the future. Hell, I'm not even sure if my job would be okay knowing that I'm on Pornhub. Would they? What would they care,
I
right?
have no idea. I don't know.
This is a strange thing to...
I don't know about my job, my work life. I
never thought about that.
I don't bring my work life into
I wonder
anywhere.
how much damage we've done to our lives just by publishing super sexual stuff.
I mean, we theoretically could take it all down.
Yeah, but it's once in the internet. People have, and especially with podcasts, it's out.
Oh yeah,
people have copies of our show. Yeah,
copies of our show and stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do to remove that.
I mean, but if we just die and...
We also fully took credit. Like, every episode is tagged with, like, our names.
I mean, that's fair.
So, we definitely claim credit for every episode here.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we could just die into obscurity and then, no one will ever find us.
We're not famous yet, right?
Yeah, we're not famous. We could just end it right now.
I had a friend of mine, I told you...
Boy, that good, self-deprecating humor. It's the best.
I mean, it's your opinion. I don't do it much. I was talking to the old friend of mine I told you from middle school that I just kind of met up with again. And just like, you're famous now, right? I'm like, no. I have a podcast that has like a couple hundred listeners, but that's not really famous per se.
Not really famous.
I would say I'm famous in Austin. People in Austin, the average person in Austin has heard of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's just fair to say now. If not know me personally, they probably heard of me. I have gone to multiple places where I didn't think I would know anyone. And I'm like, oh, Spider. Like, oh, you are Spider, the magic makeup guy. And I'm like, yeah. Fuck do you know?
How's it weird being slightly famous?
I don't know. I don't care. But...
All right, fair enough. I also attempted to English there and completely failed because I am definitely dying.
Yeah, we're all dying, just different speeds, I think.
Yeah, mine's super slow.
I have a brain tumor. You have low B12. It's a.
I mean that does.
We're all dying at different
The problem
speeds.
is I fixed that problem, so now it's like I'm dying less. So.
Me too. I take medication for my stupid brain tumor.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Funny enough,
I mean, still having a brain tumor probably comes with its own complications,
Well, yeah, lack of testosterone is the biggest one.
I wonder if there's a tumor kink. I should probably look that up and then get back to you guys on
it. Let's Google that shit out. Hold on. Or should I YouTube it?
Let's try Pornhub. All right,
Pornhub. Let's go for tumor king. I'm just gonna type tumor.
Yeah, just type tumor.
I mean, if it's on Pornhub, it's definitely gonna be a king. But...
Oh yeah.
Oh god, I'm actually a little afraid of. Wait.
What?
That's not a tumor.
None of
most related.
most relevant is tutor.
No, that's not what I meant. So wow, so there's nothing here.
I can find it.
So it's not mainstream.
It's not.
That's
Definitely
what
not
that
mainstream.
means.
Yeah, it's definitely
But
not.
there's probably
mainstream.
other websites intended more for weird fetishes that you would find that on. You can't fuck a girl like that.
Sure, you can.
No, like they were standing in front of each other and somehow he stuck his dick in. Unless your dick is curved upwards, that's not happening. Right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad we're not showing anything.
You were freaking out about it.
I just was like, wait, please tell me we aren't showing this.
I love the acting because
Otherwise-
that's a gif. But that girl looked like she had no idea that he was fucking her. Like she just discovered.
Porn's weird.
I don't understand. I love it. Like, oh, he stuck it in. Like you're bent over. You have to be wet or like super lubricated for that to go in that simply.
Look, bending over in porn is just asking to get fucked. Like, if at any point you realize you're in a porn, like in a porn reality, the first thing you do is never bend over and never squat. If you drop something, it is there forever. Just don't. Just don't even try. Don't even kick it because you know the moment you lift your leg, someone's gonna fuck you.
You know what I saw recently? I saw a video. It was one of those gifs where a girl was opening her eye so that a guy would come in it.
Right. Is a common fetish, more common than you realize.
So is it common fetish to have cum in your eye?
Yeah, coming
Is it
in
good
someone's
for
eye.
your eyes?
No.
No, is it bad for it? I mean,
Well,
It's
eyes
like
actually
spitting in
regenerate.
an eye. It's like-
Eyes actually regenerate pretty quickly, but it's generally not sanitary. You probably shouldn't have.
I mean,
semen
if
in
there's
your
any
eye.
diseases or something, I can see the problem there. But
Yeah.
but that's still, they just did it on that one. Like, but is it on purpose? Like I used to think that like those cum shot videos where like the girl gets on her knees and takes the cum, it's supposed you aim for the mouth and very often you miss and you hit the eye, right? And that's a funny blooper. Mm-hmm. But apparently that's a thing people aim for now.
Yeah, no, it's a thing. It's now. It is now a thing.
Is it new? Like that wasn't a thing. I don't
it's
remember that
definitely
being a
not
thing.
new. I remember way back when finding some of that stuff. So I think it's just like one of those things where
I wonder how many people get off on those little gifs.
probably
You
a
don't
lot.
even click a video and just fucking watch the GIF because there's the weirdest collection of porn scenes there, in just a GIF.
I mean, probably.
Let's type weird on Pornhub. See what happens.
Oh, I've already done this.
What
It's
happens?
surprisingly tame.
Of course, it's Pornhub though. We need to go off specific websites. Wow, that's a weird dick. Weird funny penis compilation. I am sold.
Oh boy, here we go. We should probably. I think it's just about time.
We gotta call it.
Yeah, it's about time to.
Dude, what happened to his dick?
It's missing.
This is missing. Ah! What the hell? How did that happen? Can we describe this? I don't know how to. So he's tucking it into
Yeah, it's,
like the skin of his balls, and then she just tapped it with her foot, and it fucking pops out like a.
yeah, that is accurately described.
So he's hiding the penis in the skin of the balls,
yeah.
and then I guess he flexes it, and it comes out, and it looks like it just automatically gets hard. Mm-hmm. It's like an automatic dick, right?
Oh, did you hear? There was actually the guy that had the bionic penis that it was successfully transferred.
That's a thing.
Yeah, no, like a guy
does it
successfully
do?
has a bionic penis, an 8-inch long bionic penis.
8-inch long, but so how is it bionic? What does it do?
As in, like it's like a dildo.
Okay, so he doesn't get hard. It's just constantly hard.
I have no idea. You can look that up, but like I
I'm-
saw a thing on it. Well, I'll do some research and then we'll talk
We'll
about.
talk
We'll
about it
actually
in
have
next-
like a discussion next week about some stuff.
Would you do something? Actually, one of the discussions I was gonna bring up, I forgot about this.
Transhumanism, I'm totally into.
But no, so one of my partners actually had sex with a guy that had a pierced dick, and now she's talking my girlfriend into talking me into doing that too. Which honestly, the only reason I pierced my tongue was for the purposes of cunnilingus. I don't think a tongue piercing looks particularly cool. I dye my mouth. That's nothing. You know what I mean? It's nothing compared to the things I do. But if it helps in giving oral sex, I'm in. So with that justification in mind, I think I would get a dick piercing if it actually helps.
Just don't get it caught in a zipper.
Please, someone don't get it caught in a zipper. Have you ever like had any experience with that? Like, do you know anything about Prince Albert?
I have not experienced someone with a dick piercing in a way that has changed me at all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't have the.
I don't have the necessary
equipment.
proper equipment to judge this. However,
Interesting.
of the people that I have known that had dick piercings,
You know
some work,
what,
some don't.
You
so.
know what's interesting to me? Like the first thing that came to mind was, I already went through the vasectomy. It can't really be worse than that.
I don't know. It could get infected, in which case it could be a lot worse.
I suppose. But that vasectomy pain, ooh. Yeah, I think that's probably the worst pain. It's like being kicked in the balls constantly for like
I'll have to get a vasectomy and then
2-3
call
weeks.
you a bitch for it.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 weeks. Well, you can also tolerate pain more than
Yeah,
me,
I
so
can.
It's,
Yeah.
it's not a fair test, but
No, it's not.
I know that those 2-3 weeks of just any movement felt like a kick in the balls, like just the gravity pulling on your balls.
Felt like a kick in the balls.
Felt like somebody yanking the fuck out of them. It's like, oh. So now I'm thinking like a piercing. I'm like, yeah, piercing heals fast. I looked it up and apparently the healing is 3 months, which I'm dreading having 3 months of no sex. You're out of your fucking mind. The vasectomy was 3 weeks and it was painful to wait. It's like, dude, I gotta.
Imagine 3 weeks without sex. How much would I come?
Shit, you not. 5 days into the like healing of a vasectomy, I had to jerk off. And I had to jerk off carefully.
I think
Because-
my balls would explode if I.
Exactly. Like I was like, this fucking. I need to get it out, dude. Like, yeah. So I had to like cup my balls and then jerk off with like fingers, as to not punch the base of the dick where all the scars.
Damn.
It's an interesting experience to try to jerk off and not touch your balls. It's just picture that, if you will. It's an interesting task to get done, but
Yeah,
like,
that would be
I
an
had to
interesting
get
test.
off it. Like it's,
next time, fellas, if you're jerking it,
try not touching balls.
try not touching your balls.
See what happens.
Yeah, try not touching your balls.
If you want to make it challenging, put some spikes on your hand, like just on the base.
On the base, so that if you go
hit
too
'em,
far
it
down,
hurts.
it hurts. I mean, unless you're into that sort of thing, in which case you're probably already doing that.
I wonder if
So
anybody's ever jerked off with sandpaper or like, because that's a joke.
yeah, no, I've
Or,
definitely done that
I think
before.
Velcro might actually feel okay.
Velcro actually doesn't feel that bad.
Yeah.
Unless you're using the
Feels like that
spiky
might
sided
be-
Velcro, in which case
Well, that's what I
it's
meant.
not nearly as bad as sandpaper.
Yeah.
It also depends on the grit because
It might also
honestly,
be an interesting stimulation there.
honestly, the coarser grits suck, but the finer grits actually cause more damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know that. That actually is logical.
Well, like you don't think about it
follows.
like the coarser grits actually grip your dick, and so like you really have to make an effort to drag it across. But like the
The other
finer
one-
grits, you don't even notice, and then by the time you're done, it's like completely shredded. It looks it's awful.
It reminds me of like how like if you grab a razor blade or an X-Acto knife and cut yourself, you don't feel it. Mm-hmm. If you grab a dull fucking knife, you feel it and it won't even do that much damage. Mm-hmm. But you can grab an X-Acto knife and just and go all the way to the fucking muscle and didn't feel it at all. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's.
Well, on that note,
On that note, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. Those of you who were watching, we lost all the viewers after this got boring, I think. But
next week will be better.
yeah, well, hopefully we'll have better sleep and more energy next time. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. Life is chaos.
And nothing is sacred.
Good night.